All right. Yo, what's going on, Steeler Nation? We are back with episode 214 of the Steel Factory podcast, coming off the loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, Joined by my co-hosts again, or as usual.
What's going on?
We got Junior again. No camera. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm gonna find a hotel with better Wi-Fi.
I thought you were gonna say some shit like, "Yeah, man, I'm literally underneath the Steelers facility plotting all this shit." what a day though. Go.
I'm in the ceiling of the Steelers facility.
I'm in their fucking walls.
waiting for Tomlin to call in Canada and kick him to the can. Fuck that fool.
Who's sending messages in the Discord? Getting the notifications. I don't want to open it up though, because then it's gonna shut out.
It's just never mind.
It's fine. All right.
It's a Pickens meme with the Claypool getting traded.
So I guess we'll touch base on that in a little bit, but yeah, just another game. We literally just throw out the film. We just look miles away. The Eagles look damn good, impressive. They looked really well coached. And this offense is still only good for one touchdown, and that's like the most disappointing thing. You want to see more out of your rookie quarterback. You want to see him push the ball down more. And this play calling is still pretty terrible. The O-line has looked worse this week. Any other thoughts on that? That's really all I came out with the game.
I mean, honestly, like, it's tough to evaluate this just because it looks like we're playing against a Super Bowl caliber team and we're just not even close. You know, it's like in the NBA when like the Sixers were tanking and they were playing the Warriors. It's like, are you
pretty much,
bruh?
Right? Yeah, that's kind of what it's like right now.
Do we?
Pretty much a repeat of the Bills, but not as bad. But I think Pickett looked worse today than he did against.
I'll go out and say, as the number one Pickett guy on the show, this was the worst game Pickett had. Yeah. The O-line didn't do him any favors. And I saw a really interesting stat, like I want to say above 90%. I don't remember the exact figure, but 90% of Kenny's pass attempts have came when we're down by 14 plus. And to put it in perspective, like we do for everything, when we're measuring Kenny's stats this year, we're looking at Ben's rookie year. Ben's only passing attempts came in for the game when he came in for Tommy Maddox. So our pass attempts where we were down by 14 plus only came when we were playing that first Ravens game when he came in for Tommy Maddox. So this is fucking like this is crazy. Comparing their situations. But yeah, Kenny looked terrible. I'll say it. And it doesn't help that our defense is literally getting ripped by these offenses. And we literally don't have a chance, and it's getting frustrating. Because you want to see your quarterback in situations that are where he's able to, lead the way and not be playing from behind. But yeah, that's my point.
What was that tweet that came out? It was like the Steelers have had the hardest schedule up until this point or something.
Oh yeah, we've had the hardest schedule up until this point, and the rest of our games, I think we're ranked 20th.
Yeah,
take that how you want. So I mean, it's gonna be easier. We'll win more games, but we're not making the fucking playoffs. It'll take a miracle to be within 3 games of the Ravens, maybe. Who knows? But I think the Ravens are gonna start to run away with this division. They added Roquan Smith. Yeah, but if we could just get 6 to 7 wins, and we could just see Kenny's progression throughout the year, that's a win in my book for this year. At the bye week. Any other thoughts on what to expect for the second half?
Not good.
Not good.
I think we'll probably win. I'm hoping at least. I hope we lose every game, but like we should beat the Panthers and the Falcons, and then we should be able to beat someone in our division.
Yeah, we'll split with the Ravens at least, right?
I don't know. We can't go 0-6 in the division, right? Have
We beat the
we beat the
Bengals.
Bengals 1-5. I guess we could lose
I'll
that
take that.
division.
We'll get to 2-4 wherever that comes one. I mean, we have all our home division games left too.
Yeah, we'll win one of those.
Plus we got the Colts look awful. The Raiders just got embarrassed by the Saints, and we have the Saints.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
I think the Saints will beat us. Might be a
Um,
closer game than the Raiders, but
We'll see. We'll see. Well, let's just shift into the madness that took place today at the trade deadline. So first news that came out, Claypool finally got traded. This has seemed like the whispers were out around the draft, right? Do you guys remember that?
around the draft, right before the season 2.
Oh yeah. But then it kind of just shifted to us wanting to trade Mason. And then the past couple weeks that it kind of picked up, and then there were reports today that this trade has been in the works for like 2 weeks now. Except the Packers really were the front runner, and the Bears just swooped in and gave us a fucking second. So I mean, this is the ideal situation. You get the trade capital you spent on him back, and you get him out of conference too.
I mean, even better, dude.
Yeah,
It's
who
gonna be
knows? Who knows how good the Bears will be? I looked at their schedule. I don't think they're getting more than like 7 wins. That's
Nah,
if they're playing. That's if Claypool actually makes a difference. But you could talk about the rookie year all you want. We have not seen anything that'll show like maybe glimpses of potential in Claypool. And I was all for getting rid of him if we were able to get a decent return. And the second is what you wanted. Honestly, I have no complaints here. That second could be a top 45 pick. It's looking like maybe top 40, ideally. See, we'll fucking see. 3 picks in the top 45 sounds good to me right now.
I do think that Claypool had glimpses though. Against the Buccaneers was a great game.
Yeah, if anything, that helped us get the second.
No, I think that's why he went for second, because he has the
Uh,
glimpses. He has all the talent. It's just he never puts it together. And that's why
Yeah,
I'm glad he's gone. I mean, I wanted him gone before the Buccaneers game.
definitely. But yeah, it kind of hit me. Normally, I guess really besides when Ben retired, I really have no like feelings whenever we like dismiss a player or anything like that. But when I saw a picture, it was like James Conner, Juju, Claypool, all like celebrating in the end zone. That kind of hit me because that was literally probably this like a year ago. Yeah,
2 years ago.
oh yeah, 2020, huh? Connor, Juju. Well, who else was on that? Probably like James Washington or something. That would hit more than the fucking Killer Bees just because of how much like I guess disgust you have in like AB and Bell now. But yeah, the TikTok era is fucking over already.
Thank God.
Yeah, now we have the dog era, huh? Starting with Pickens.
Got a bunch of dogs in this fucking team now, huh? We'll
Just
see.
Pickens.
It's really truly just Pickens.
We have a dog.
A dog.
Hey, but now we could draft more dogs.
Yeah, I mean, where do you think we go? Assuming we do retain 3 picks in the top 45, top 40. Are you going all linemen right now, or just open the gates at us getting another star receiver? Because outside of Deontay and Pickens, got nobody to throw the ball to.
But that's good enough, dude. You don't need more than that. I mean, those 2 guys are better than anyone the Packers have.
I take that, yeah. I'm really glad though that this opens up the door for Pickens. Even though Claypool is playing the slot, I do think this just expands his role even more. And coming off a game where he got like 3 targets, no receptions, Tomlin should have fucking challenged that one catch though. That was annoying. That was like the one deep ball we tried, or actually got close to connecting on. Rather, we had a couple attempts, but yeah, we need to see George Pickens in an expanded role this second half of the year. We hope the run game sort of prevalent, some type of run presence, because teams they're going double high now, right? They're going too high. They're not going single high anymore. They know we can't fucking run the ball. Um, and let's just flip sides then on defense. Akella Witherspoon was so bad, we decided to trade for a corner on the Washington Commander.
Isn't this is the guy that was drafted right before Artie Burns, right?
Yep, like
Yeah,
154.
this is a good point actually. I saw this on Twitter. Um, when we draft for needs, right? And let's say this situation here where this guy got drafted right before Artie Burns, so we decide to reach quote unquote an Artie Burns. It was a reach, I guess. Those I don't remember what the grades were, what everyone thought where he would go. It just shows that maybe we should just go best player available drafts now, because just reach on guys when we get desperate on needs. This is a similar situation. I mean, this guy went to the Bengals, and then didn't even on the team he got drafted by, so that's already like a red flag. Was on Washington, and apparently I saw a stat 16 targets and he's allowed 13 receptions. Is he an upgrade over Aketlo? We'll find out. I mean, he's only gonna count for 3 mil against the cap this year, and I guess next year is an option, and we'll see. We'll pick that up. Maybe negotiate if he's good enough. But right now, I don't like any of our corners outside of Sutton, and Sutton is for one a true.
I mean, to be fair, like he didn't really cost us anything, like conditional 6 or 7 or
Yeah, a
whatever.
conditional
Like
6 for a conditional 7th.
those are just like we just took them off their hands basically.
Yeah, and cool with it. It's not gonna be harmful. Let's see what he got, see what he has. Another interesting thing is our D coordinator Terrell Austin was on that Bengals coaching staff that drafted him. So there's experience there, there's connection there. We'll see what he could get out of him. Their points here.
I think the Steelers do this a lot, right? Like if they miss on someone in the draft that they really wanted, they always try to bring him back eventually.
Where else did this happen? This happened recently.
Yeah, you keep forgetting.
It seems really familiar that we've done this
I
before.
feel like they talk about it a lot. Like
Yeah,
they had him high grade in the draft, and someone took him. And I can't remember who it was.
yeah. Some free agent. Was it Miles Jack? It might have been Miles Jack. Who knows? Wait, Miles Jack wasn't the same draft as Devin Bush, right? No,
Nah, he's older.
You're too older.
Yeah, 2-3, nothing crazy.
I think. But I'm glad though that we're finally making strides and getting out of our old ways and doing shit like this at the trade deadline, moving players, taking a risk on, and I mean not really a risk on this Will Jackson guy, but just making moves. You know what I mean? Recognizing that this is a rebuild year. Let's get as much draft capital as we can. A second is pretty damn good. Alexa, shut up. Why did that happen? Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on this new era of general manager Omar Khan making moves?
So far, I feel pretty good about it. I feel like he's made some really smart moves with the cap. I think like the Deontay Johnson extension was his first kind of like move, and I remember all of us thinking it was really smart because it gave us Deontay for 3 years for like pretty cheap compared to the wide receiver market at the time.
4 years.
And
contract started this year.
It's a 2-year extension. This is the last year of his rookie deal.
Yeah, and then I
good
also
price.
think like it's good. It's good to see like we're being aggressive, but we're also like we're making moves that are really fucking smart, right? Like I think we're gonna have to pay Claypool in what, a year and a half, and we
literally
already saw our...
he might even be holding it out this offseason. Who knows? That's when they're able to start negotiating.
Exactly. So we were already saying like, okay, it's gonna be a pain to negotiate with this guy, and he's already kind of out of our timeline. You know, we just drafted Kenny and we just drafted Pickens, and I think we're gonna try to build our offense around them as opposed to like what we had with Claypool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're making moves. Notable other like off season, like we extended Boswell. We were able to get Minka on that big ass contract. We got Larry Ogunjobi later on in the off season, right before training camp. These are good moves by Omar Khan, and I hope Wydell is able to add some extra flair come draft time. This is a really crucial time here. I mean, you could call
What
it.
was Wydell's?
What happened?
What did he do on the Eagles? What I know he built. I know he played a hand in building
Like
that Eagles team right now.
either
which
like
is fucking
lead
great.
scout or assistant
Or vice-
GM. I want to say.
Vice president of player personnel.
Oh, there you go.
Oh fuck, that's pretty. That sounds pretty legit.
Yeah. You just put a bunch of words together and it sounds sick, huh?
Yeah.
What is he here?
Assistant GM, I think.
Yeah.
So like
It's not near.
not the main,
That
but
sounds like a step down.
it's closest to the main possible.
I think they're like the same thing.
I mean,
Probably second.
considering the Steelers don't have much of like an analytics crew, have like the smallest front office, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty high, dude.
I think the Steelers don't have like a president of player personnel though, right? I've never heard of that position.
Probably fucking Art Rooney.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad. I'm saying this a lot, but yeah, I'm kind of relieved that we're making steps in the right direction. Recognize that we're tanking. I'm not tanking, but we're fucking rebuilding.
We're rebuilding.
That's a better
Yeah.
word for it. Not tanking, we're rebuilding.
Yeah, the NFL doesn't like tanking.
Yeah.
We're rebuilding.
Yeah,
we're retooling tactically.
should have traded fucking Dion.
And Cam Hayward, fuck, they're like, we need a.
Dude, that was getting thrown out, dude. And I was listening to the fan this morning, and they were saying, "Oh, maybe you move T.J. Watt. Look what the Raiders got for Khalil Mack a few
What the
years
fuck,
ago."
bro?
Did you see the Rams offered 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns?
I heard about that, but he's on the Panthers,
Imagine-
right?
Yeah,
In a
imagine what
decade?
TJ could get you.
Do you turn that down though for TJ? They were trying to say that our window would not be in TJ's prime. TJ's 28 years old.
28.
I don't know. But I'm saying if Brian Burns is worth 2, TJ's worth 4.
And
Brian
actually, the
Burns-
Panthers turned that down, so he wasn't even worth that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, he's twice the player Burns is, and Burns is solid.
And another thing too is the Rams' first round picks are like in 2030, man.
I mean, if they called you and offered you 4 first-round picks, the Rams, would you do it?
Rams offered 4 first round picks for TJ.
Or like 3 in like 2 seconds or something?
Dude.
I think, fuck,
I'd be
probably take that, right?
more.
Like,
I'd be more concerned. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like if the first round picks are great, but you kind of want them like in this upcoming draft, right?
You want them
Yeah.
like to stack them. You don't want
Yeah.
to.
If the team had 2 first round
Um,
picks within the next year, that sounds a lot more enticing.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it, but I'd
And
consider it.
Who is it? Is it
You
the Eagles that have 2 first rounders this year, right? Like say the Eagles
They have
offered
the
2 first round.
Saints,
Yeah, if they
like,
offered
if
their
they
2
offered
first round
you
picks.
2 first this year and a first next year.
Oh yeah, you take that.
I don't know. It's hard.
Like, that you literally get put back in a position that, getting 2 O linemen in the first round, and then you get Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be
Yeah.
pick, but then you don't have the best defensive player in the league.
Fuck, huh? I mean, we said it earlier, man. The best offense is or the best defense is a 40-point offense.
That's the Lions. I don't think that's true, man.
Are the Lions putting up 40? No.
Yeah, Dick, they put up 40 every
You were
week.
averaging like 37 at home. And losing.
Holy shit.
Dude, the Lions offense.
But
is
then
so
again,
good.
you still got Minka. You still got Minka. You only have
Yeah,
Minka.
you got Minka,
You got
yeah.
a 35-year-old Cam Hayward, and you got
I mean,
Minka.
I think the
We gotta-
Hayward,
we have to
Hayward
trade
thing is
Cam
actually.
Hayward.
Would you have taken a first straight up for Hayward?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if he goes for a first.
I think he goes
he-
for like a second and a third.
If
to be
if
honest.
there is a team that their window's open right now, I think they would have given a first straight up.
Yeah, I could see that.
33 years old, damn.
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if
the thing though. Like, I don't think he's part of this. He's gonna be part of this, man. If let's say, all right, we're saying this year full rebuild. Next year, you want to see a lot of your pieces in there and make progressions. If Kenny's our guy moving forward, and then I guess by Kenny's 3rd year, you have most of the pieces in place, and you're at least making the playoffs and trying to make a run there.
Like, if we were to trade Cam Hayward in the fucking offseason,
I guess let's
whose
see.
window's open right now? Like the Vikings? Not that they're that
Eagles?
good, but like
Someone like the
Eagles.
Vikings would have to do it. The Eagles don't need that depth though. They
Oh,
just
their D line, they're
Um,
really fucking good, man.
you
That's
need
what I'm
someone like
saying. Like
the Chiefs or the Bills who are like
Yeah,
maybe one piece away.
Chiefs, Bills.
Maybe not the Bills. I think the Bills.
You don't trade with the Ravens. You don't
I
trade
think the
with
Bills are there.
the Browns or the Bengals.
I think the Chiefs would probably do it.
I'm trying to think. Damn, it's actually insane how much
The Cowboys window's open right now. They have a great
The
defense.
Cowboys window is open right now.
how disappointing the AFC West is. Because I was trying to think who other trade partners we would have there, but
Everyone was
No.
gassing up the division like crazy.
nobody is even in the Chiefs area code
Even
on that division.
the Broncos
I
are
could-
selling at the deadline. That's
I-
insane.
I could see the Chargers making a comeback next year and trying to go for it.
I think the Chargers are just a victim of a team that's really down bad with injuries.
yeah,
They
for
lost
sure.
J.C.
Mac.
Jackson. They have a handful of receivers on IR. I heard
The Chargers are fucked right now.
they
then
spent a
fucking,
lot of money on that defense. And what is this Herbert's last year before he could start asking for a contract?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the Chargers probably make a move. And also Herbert's fucking hurt. His ribs all fucked up, and that.
That's still going on. Wasn't that like week 2, week 3 where he had the injury?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
he keeps playing, so
That
it
it
doesn't get
heal, dude.
It's a
Your
wrap.
rib just needs to like chill out. for,
Man,
a
dude,
long-ass time.
considering that the Chiefs and the Bills are the main guys right now, fuck, I'd love to be contending right now.
Why they'd kick our ass.
No, I'm just saying if we just had a good team, like those are the only 2 guys that you have to worry about.
What
Right.
the fuck? They're so good though. It's-
They're
Well,
like-
if we were so if our window was open right now, like it was in 2016, 2017, you'd feel really confident going up against these guys. That's what I'm saying.
it's kind of like saying like, oh, we just have to beat the Patriots and we're in. Like, no shit, dick. Like,
But I think
I mean, to be fair, we did it like we pretty much did it back-to-back times during that time at home on the regular season.
Like in 2017, would you rather play the Jaguars and the Patriots or the Chiefs and the Bills? I'd rather play the Jaguars.
Well,
and the
this is my bone to pick with you guys. Well, you obviously would have preferred to play the Jaguars, right? We couldn't fucking win. You missed the
That's what I'm
playoff. You missed the
saying.
playoffs. You missed the playoffs the next 2 years. You start 11-0, and then you get the Browns in the wild card at home. We get fucking killed. You could throw this Big Ben farewell tour out of the window last year. Those are our last 2 playoff appearances in 4 years. This is where people are really starting to question Mike Tomlin, and I don't know if we wanted to get into this. Where are you at with this, Rudy? I know you, Junior. You're like not even thinking about it.
I think Tomlin has the longest leash of anyone on this fucking.
After this year, he has 2 more years. I want to say on his
think we-
contract.
We're gonna
It doesn't
extend him,
matter.
dude. There's no
Yeah.
chance. Like you guys can talk all this shit about like, oh, he has until Kenny's like 3rd year or whatever, but you fucking know we're gonna extend him, and it's whatever. He's a great fucking coach. He's a top 5 coach. You're not gonna find anyone better than Tomlin. It's the reality of it. Like
I don't
you
know,
can
man.
take
I
shots.
think right now there is easily 5 coaches you take over Tomlin, and you could argue for 10. This league now.
What? I just don't see it. I think 25 other teams kill to have Tomlin as their head coach.
I honestly at this point, like it's visible right now, right? We're getting killed by teams that have really good offenses, right? That's the main thing. Look at the Bills. I mean, I think this is the approach that we just have to take. You know, McDermott is a defensive minded coach. He's getting these best OCs and getting. I mean, he has Josh Allen, so it's not that hard to get a fucking good OC. That'll make him look good. But look at the way Tua looked those first 3 games. Look at how Jalen Hurts has looked fucking all year long, basically tore us apart. That's all scheme. I mean, Andy Reid just could.
Talent.
Yeah, and people are saying that Tomlin has had a really big handful in everything that we've been doing. And where does that lead us to?
I think you guys are delusional if you think we have a good team at all. Like at all.
Who's building the team right now? It's
Well,
literally
the
half
team's
Tomlin,
fucking
half
done.
Colbert.
We just talked about how we lost all these fucking pieces in Juju, Connor, fucking Claypool, like everyone's fucking
Yeah, and
dipping.
when we
Like,
had them,
do it,
what did we
retire.
do?
There's
What did
no
we do when we
reason.
had them? Nothing.
This team is nowhere close to competing at all. And like obviously a part of that is on like the team building aspect of it and like making some stupid decisions like drafting Najee in the first. But you guys are ridiculous if you think Tomlin is on the hot seat at all. Like this guy's job is so ridiculously
I'm
safe.
giving him 3 years, fam. That's not the hot seat. That's cushion in the
Yeah,
NFL.
like this year's a pass. We have the QB situation. Next year, you're assuming you have your first rounder still playing, starting. You give him the full off season. Tomlin has to find a good OC for Kenny if Kenny's his guy going forward. And this is honestly, if he fails again, because he's backed Canada, he still hasn't fucking fired him. That's where like the first big domino starts to fall, and you really start putting him in. The seat gets a little warmer, is what I'm saying. If he doesn't get a good OC this year, and his offense is still averaging a touchdown a fucking game next year, that's on fucking Tomlin. That's my argument.
At the end of 2024, if we have 3 straight losing seasons,
Oh, it's a wrap.
you don't think they fire him?
I just don't see them firing.
I proposed what our window would look like, right? This year, let's say we finish on 6 wins. Next year we should be around 8 or 9. That probably gets you a fucking wild card, knowing how just shit falls on our way. The year after that, you got to think our window should be open. And if it's not, and we have a losing season for the 3rd consecutive year, the seat's fucking warm.
Well, I just don't think we're gonna have 3 losing seasons in a row.
I'm not either, but I'm saying that's where it's gonna take us to, or that's what it's gonna take for Tomlin to be in question. And by that point, his contract will either be extended or it'd be over. I think that's a really good cliffhanger though. Off on.
I don't think he's gonna
Bye week thoughts though. I doubt we get to that point, right? But I'm saying
No,
if
but
we do,
if they get to that, then he's gone.
Yeah, I guess that's the disconnect for me. It's like there's no reality where I can see Tomlin getting to that point because this guy, we could build a good team and he could take fucking Duck at quarterback and get us to 7 or 8 wins, right?
I'd take that defense a lot every day of the week over this one though. But the thing again, TJ hasn't been playing, and this is where we're at now. Your best player has been out.
Dude,
we should be 500 at the minimum if TJ's healthy this year.
I don't see that honestly. We're playing the best fucking teams right now.
No, but I know I'm saying look at how winnable the Patriots and the Jets games were. If TJ has been healthy, we're that puts us at 500.
I think we won one of those games.
Yeah, we probably have one win.
Well, those are just 2 of the games that were close. I mean, the Dolphins game was pretty damn close.
Now, the Dolphins game was, I don't know if it was winnable just because the last 2 drives, just like, ugh.
No turnovers by the defense the last 3 weeks. Keep that in mind.
No pressure on the quarterback either.
You gotta at least put your quarterback in scenarios, and you're not.
Actually, that's on our fucking quarterback's hands too. Like literally, they have no hands. Like Tua threw fucking 4 picks.
Oh yeah, that's why they play corner.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna leave it off on that. Bye week thoughts. We'll be back beginning of next week to give you our Saints preview. But at that trade deadline, a lot of stuff happened today. Felt like a win in my book. Definitely, even though we were underdogs this week for the bye, I think we came out on top trading Claypool for a second.
High second.
Yeah.
High second.
No, I'm feeling good.
You think the Bears think their window's open like next year then because they have Claypool for another year or what? Or do you think they extend them this offseason?
Probably get him cheap this offseason. They don't have anyone else, honestly. They have Mooney, and Mooney's okay.
Claypool's automatically the wide receiver.
It shows a lot of confidence they have in Justin Fields if they're doing this though.
Justin Fields a fucking specimen, dude.
He just has all the talent in the world.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
They just need a copy.
I think he's shown a lot of good steps in the right direction these past couple weeks. And
he's 240 pounds and runs a 4.4. That guy's a freak. Like
tank.
they just need to copy the Ravens offense and they'll be set.
Did you see that Claypool like ran the most go routes in the last 2 or 3 years, and that Fields is the best deep ball thrower on those routes?
fuck, we'll see what happens then.
Oh yeah, I think the criticism of Fields is like he literally cannot check it down. Like he has such terrible like
He
short
just
pass
throws it down the
accuracy,
field. Yeah.
which is hilarious.
Did the Bears get a good OC this past year? I know they got a new coach, offensive minded,
They hired a defensive coordinator from the Colts, I believe.
for their head coaching
Nah.
job.
Yeah.
What about their OC?
Apparently, no, the Bears fucking suck. They barely figured out how to use their freak athlete as far as the quarterback goes, dude. Like when it's so obvious.
We couldn't figure out how to use Claypool.
No, I mean like, like
I don't know.
you don't have. I don't think that's true. I think Claypool just didn't put it together. Like,
I don't think you get the quarterbacks either.
No, the honestly the best example of Claypool is Kenny launching it his first career pass, and Claypool just fucking playing volleyball with that fucking ball.
getting bodied by a 5'10" safety. Yeah.
5'8".
I still have
Fuck.
nightmares from the celebration against the Vikings. That's when I sold all my stock.
No, apparently he's been a locker room concern too, even these past couple weeks. That's when the trades talk ramped up.
Alright, good, fuck
Kind of
that
been a
dude.
locker room concern.
Good riddance, huh? No,
Yeah.
such is life in the National Football League. Thank you, Chase, for all you've done.
I'm good.
We won't miss you. Give me Jordan Addison in the draft this year, and we'll be seeing y'all later next week. Peace out.